news? Let's take a closer look at those one by one. Paul.
Korea's outbound shipments rose more than 3% year-on-year in the first 10 days of November on the back of rising demand for semiconductors and vehicles.
반도체와 자동차 수요가 늘어난 데 힘입어 우리나라 11월 초순 수출액이 1년 전보다 3% 이상 증가했습니다. All right, tell us more.
So good news for exports. If we look at last year, November 1st to the 10th, there were shipments, outbound shipments totaling $17.67 billion. This year, for the same period, $18.24 billion. So a big increase according to data from the Korea Customs Service. And we're seeing imports adding 1.2% on year to 19.98 billion during the period. We've had more imports of crude oil and also petroleum products, which means we still have a trade deficit of 1.74 billion. So as of now, the country's trade deficit stands at $19.85 billion as of November 10th. And we've seen big increases in exports of semiconductors, which is one of Korea's key exports. That rose by 1.3%. And it's the first time since September last year we've seen chip exports reporting on-year growth during the first 10 days of each month. So it's very good news for exports.
네, 일단은 이제 관세청에 의한 자료입니다. 관세청을 영어로는 Korea Customs Service 이렇게 얘기를 하고요. Overall, you said there's a trade deficit.
Yes.
That means we are in the red.
Exactly. We're importing more than we're exporting. But we're exporting more, so we're on the way, hopefully, to a trade surplus.
Yes, that's the opposite term. Trade deficit는 무역수지 적자가 되겠고요. Trade surplus라고 하면 무역수지 흑자가 되겠죠. You're in the red, you're in the black. Of course, these are the different terms you can use for this. Outbound shipments, we're talking about exports there,
Yes.
standing at just over $18 billion. Imports, just under $20 billion. So we are seeing more imports than exports there. Let's have a look at the main terms. First one is outbound shipments.
Yes, we have outbound and inbound. Outbound means it's leaving. Inbound means it's coming in. And a shipment is anything you're shipping, some kind of cargo, some kind of product. We wouldn't use shipments for people. We use it for things. So an outbound shipment is an export. However, when we use outbound for people, we can talk about outbound passengers and inbound passengers when we talk about people leaving a country or coming into a country.
Outbound. 자, 어디 bound라고 하면은요. 어느 방향으로 간다라는 뜻이죠. 그래서 outbound라는 이 한 단어는 밖으로 나간다. 나라를 기준으로 봤을 때는 이게 바로 수출의 의미가 있다고 볼 수 있겠고요. 특히 shipments, 운송입니다.
네.
나라 밖으로 나가는 운송되는 것. 이게 바로 exports, 수출인데요. 또 다른 표현이라고 보시면 되겠습니다. So another word for imports would be inbound shipments.
Exactly, yes. It all depends on what you're importing and
Yeah.
whether it's by ship.
That's right. And when we say something is on the back of something,
Meaning it's coming after it, and it's often linked to it. It's something to do with it. So because of this happens. So we use this expression. It's not something that's happening, 2, 3, 5, 10 years later. It's happening fairly soon after.
A happens on the back of B. That means B happened first,
Yes.
and then A happened.
Exactly.
Often it's a cause and effect sort of relationship. 자, A on the back of B라고 하면은요, B의 뒤를 이어 A가 일어났다. 내지는 B의 결과로 A가 일어났다. 이런 뜻이 되겠죠. 예시 주시겠어요?
We should prepare for more visitors on the back of that amazing newspaper article about us.
네, we should prepare for more visitors. 더 많은 사람들이 올 것을 예상할 수 있을 것 같아요. 왜냐하면 우리에 대한 amazing article, 너무나 좋은 기사가 나왔잖아요. On the back of, 그것의 결과로 또는 그것이 있은 이후로 많은 사람들이 올 것으로 예상을 한다. Well, here's the headline one more time. Korea's outbound shipments rose more than 3% year on year in the first 10 days of November. On the back of rising demand for semiconductors and vehicles. Let's move on to the second headline.